If you ever felt stuck and kind of overwhelmed with your own life situation, but also your goals, and maybe you're feeling a little bit lost in life and you're just not sure what to do anymore, then I want to show you this RoboHumanist Reboot process that will take you about 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how fast and how deep you want to go. And you can reset your nervous system, realign, and start designing your life in the direction that you want, instead of just being stuck in the weeds of just normal life. So I'll walk you through the process itself and how it works. And if you want, you will be able to pause the video in those specific stages so you can follow along. You can do this process yourself. Or towards the end, I have a special invitation for you if you want to do it with me. I will usually open a couple spots every week for people to go through this one-on-one on a video call with me, because it's just so much better. It's so much more interactive, right? So let's go through the process, right? So the situation is that you work a 9-to-5 job, you maybe have a family, and you also want to start a business, or you've started a business, and you just feel kind of lost and overwhelmed, and it's just difficult to go through it. Or maybe you just finished school and you just don't know what to do in life, and you just feel overwhelmed with all the options and all the choices. And the problem is that our life is so busy and so overwhelming that we just get stuck. And that's okay, that happens. So this is what you want to do, right? We're going to go through the 7-step process, and at the end you'll know exactly what to do and you'll be super excited about doing it. So first, we'll help you regulate your nervous system. Then we'll do an audit of your life, of where you are. We'll refine your vision of where you want to go in a special way. Then we'll do a diagnosis of what are the main obstacles, what are the challenges that kind of stand between you, where you are now, and your vision. Then we'll refuel. We'll help you refuel. We'll extract the best emotional fuel that you already have inside yourself, so that you can have massive drive to accomplish these goals and drive there. We'll brainstorm specific solutions, and then we'll also create implementation. And as you can see, it is a loop, because then we get stuck again and we need to go through this loop. Some people, I recommend to do this on maybe every 2 weeks. Some people maybe once a month or once every 6 months. Over the past few years, I've done some version of this, probably about once every 3 months, once every 6 months, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, just so that I can make sure that I'm staying on the right track and I'm powerfully moving forward. So first, we gotta regulate our nervous system, all right? So the purpose and the reason is because we just get stuck and overwhelmed, and our nervous system is fried, and it's so difficult, it's almost impossible to do a proper audit or to create a proper vision if you're just stuck in the weeds of your life. So what you want to do is, and this might get a little bit weird, but go ahead and do this with me, and then in the other stages I'll just give you a prompt, and then you'll be able to pause and unpause the video yourself, or maybe I'll add timers. We'll see. So let's do this. First, let's start by jumping and shaking, right? So stand up and jump and shake. Jump and shake, jump and shake. And let's do some breathing. Let's do a couple of physiological sighs. So what I want you to do is I want you to do a double inhale and then long exhale, all right? So and I'll jump around again and shake it out and go crazy and make a sound if you want, like yes, yes, woo, let's go. Go crazy, really let yourself loose, let your body loose, shake it out, shake it out. And take a deep breath. Right, hopefully you feel different already, right? If you feel like this wasn't enough, go harder, make a bigger sound and harder sound, and woo! Yes! Let's go! All right, you're gonna feel the emotional state change immediately. Now, by the way, I would love for you to implement this into your daily life, not just when you're doing a reboot, all right? But so that's the first stage. Fully put yourself into a powerful state, calm down your nervous system, but also wake up the emotional fuel that you have. Next up, we're going to do an audit, all right? So I want you to take your journal and write the question on the top of this page and ask yourself, where am I in my life right now? And I don't mean physically, but where exactly are you in your life with your situation? And just write it all out. Write out the positives, write out the negatives, and write a solid paragraph or a couple paragraphs about where you are in any specific area of life, or in general, where you feel like you are in life. Go ahead and write it now. Right, welcome back. So next up, we move on to the vision. Now you have your audit, exactly where you are. Hopefully you were fully honest with yourself about where you are. So now we're gonna go into the vision. Now the way we do the vision is, instead of looking forward, I want you to look backwards. So pretend like it is already 3 years in the future. So right now I'm filming this in 2026. Whenever you're watching this, pretend that it's already 3 years in the future, right? So now it's 2026. So I will pretend that it's 2029. And I had the best 3 years of my life, and I'm looking backwards, right? Or maybe you can do a year if 3 years feels a little bit too long. 3 years is usually a nice sweet spot where usually we overestimate what we can do in a year, but underestimate what we can do in 3 years. So 3 years is a nice spot that will give you a nice runway to create whatever you actually want to create in your life. Now, take your journal again, maybe a new page, or have enough space, and write down this sentence. It is 2029, or whatever your year might be, and I just had the best 3 years of my life. Here's what happened, and here's what my life is like now. And I want you to write in the past tense of what happened during those 3 years. What did you accomplish? What did you achieve? What did you go through? What did you learn? And what your life is like now. Where you live, how you wake up, what you drive, what you do on a daily basis, how much money you have, are you in a relationship, are you single? Everything that you've accomplished, that you've done in the last 3 years, and everything that's happening then. Go ahead and write it now. Welcome back. Hopefully that was an amazing exercise and you have a powerful vision of where you want to be, in a way that your brain didn't get in the way to talk you out of it. So now we're gonna go over to the obstacle diagnosis. Really simple, just ask yourself, hey, what's standing in my way? What's the obstacle? What's the challenge here? What's holding me back? What's stopping me from living this vision right now? What's between where I am now and where I want to go? And again, write a couple paragraphs. Go ahead. Right, now we're getting to the exciting part, which is the refueling stage, because I believe that we all have our own fuel, our own super fuel inside of us, but we don't really tap into it. This is what gives us motivation and power and drive and all of it. And the fuel is, why do you want this? Now, the key here is to have a really powerful, deep, emotional, personal why. Not just, I want to have more money, right? So the question becomes, well, how do you get there, right? How do you get the real emotional why that is your fuel? And maybe you already know, but you can take it a little bit deeper and you can remind yourself. So what you will do is an exercise called 7, right? 7 levels deep. So you ask yourself why 7 times. So first, let's say one of your goals is to make more money, and I asked you to be very specific. So let's say you want to have $500,000 in your bank account in the next 3 years, right? So goal is 500K. So you ask yourself, okay, well, why do I want to have 500K, right? And then the answer is going to be something like, well, I want to have financial freedom, I want to have security, I never want to think about money again. Okay, great. That's a great question. Now you ask yourself, why again? So why do you never want to think about money again? Okay, so that's the second one. And then whatever your answer is, well, I never want to worry about money again because then I can travel and I can do this and I can have more freedom and I can give back more. Okay, so why do you want to have more freedom? Why do you want to give back? And then you ask again and again until you get to 7 levels. Okay, and then usually around level 5, 6, 7, your brain just doesn't have any more ideas. It cannot justify what it is. And it cannot come up with any more ideas. But if you keep digging, it will drop down to your heart and you will maybe get chills, you will get a little bit more emotional and it will get a little bit more powerful and it will connect. And your heart will start speaking of why do you really want this goal? That's the one that we are looking for. And sometimes, by the way, if you've never done this before, it might be a little bit of a challenge. You might get in loops with your mind a little bit. It is also one of the reasons why it's so powerful to do this with another person to help guide you and ask the really right, powerful why sub-questions. So I could guide you with the process itself. You can do this with yourself or with your partner, or you can come and do this with me. With the special invite at the end of this video, all right? So go ahead and do this now. Amazing, now you have your powerful why. Again, if maybe it wasn't so powerful, or you want to go even deeper and you want to have a guided experience, there'll be an invite. But now we're going to go to the solutions, all right? So now we have our problems, we have the real situation now, we have the vision of where you want to go, we have the main problems, we have the fuel now of why I have to change this now, why I want to do this now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to actually do this and to create this goal because of all of these amazing reasons why I want to do it. And it's emotional for me now. So now we look back at the problems, the biggest obstacles, and we think, okay, what are the solutions? And just write them down. Write down a big list of as many solutions as you can think of. 10, 15 ideas, whatever. Just brain dump it onto your journal. Go ahead now. Right. And lastly, now we have the ideas, the solutions, we have the problems, we have the full audit, and finally it comes down to implementation. Now you have to actually do something about this challenge, right? So I want you to look back through your list of solutions, okay? Look back through the list of the solutions and find 2 main things for now. One thing for the implementation is what is a change in your daily or regular life, okay? So regular. This can be like a daily routine. Maybe you need to stop being on your phone so much, or maybe you need to make more offers in your business, or maybe you need to spend more time with your partner or with your kids, or whatever it is, on a regular daily or weekly basis. That's one thing. Okay, like it's going to be a part of your routine or a habit. Maybe you can do it in the mornings or in the evenings or during lunch. Just something that you do on a regular basis. And then the other one is going to be what you can do once. Maybe make a phone call, or register a domain, or make a bigger one step forward that you can do almost immediately or tomorrow, that you can take action that will start the momentum in the direction of where you want to go. Right? And now if you implement these 2 right after you finish this video, or after we finish after I do this with clients, then it comes down to, actually following through with all of this. And then that's where the power actually is. But if you keep yourself reminded of your fuel, if you are very honest about where you are, if you have the vision to drive you forward, if you know what obstacles and challenges you will face and you are facing, and you come up with your own solutions, then you can fully move forward. And then, you start repeating the loop. Now, you might be thinking, oh, great. So let me just go and do this and go live my life. And yes, you're absolutely right. 100% go do it. And if you feel stuck somewhere, or you want to experience this on a special level where you want to have this deeper and more interactive, or you've tried things like this before and it didn't quite work fully, or maybe you just got stuck again and you didn't end up following through with the things that you set out to do, then I would love to invite you to book a call with me, and I'll take you through this process with me personally so that I can make sure that you're doing it correctly. I can help you go deep enough. I can make sure that you're doing the audits and everything that you're doing right. I can help you brainstorm the obstacles and the solutions, as well as help you with finding out the implementation. I've done this with people probably dozens, if not hundreds of times now, and I've done this with myself. It's helped me tremendously in my life. And every week I generally look for about 3 people to do this with me for free on a video call. It takes about 45 to 60 minutes for us to do it together. So if you go to the description of the video, you can find the link and just apply there. And if you're going to qualify, we can hop on a call, and I'll see you there. And I'm super excited. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of this. And like, follow, subscribe, comment for the next videos, where I'll be breaking down more of the RoboHumanist frameworks and protocols to help you in your modern life as well. Let's do this.